Our world is a tapestry of extraordinary life, woven with creatures of every imaginable shape and form. Some fly through the canopy, others swim in the deep. But on the ground, two animals have developed remarkable suits of armor. The armadillo, the little armored one, the porcupine, the master of quills. They may seem different, yet share a story of resilience and adaptation. Today we embark into their hidden lives, from their very first moments to their place as adults in the wild. We will uncover how they are born, what they eat, and the ingenious ways they protect themselves. Let us peel back the curtain on these fascinating animals. We will travel to the warm grasslands of the Americas to meet the armadillo. The story of every animal begins with birth, a moment of incredible vulnerability and promise. For the nine-banded armadillo, this beginning is truly remarkable. The mother almost always gives birth to 4 identical quadruplets, all developed from a single fertilized egg. These tiny pups are born in a warm, safe burrow hidden away from the prying eyes of predators. When they first enter the world, their famous armor is not yet hard. Their skin is soft, leathery, pinkish gray. It's pliable and flexible, allowing them to grow. Only after a few weeks the skin begins to harden into plates, scutes, forming their lifelong shield. Meanwhile, in the forest, a baby porcupine, a porcupet, makes its entrance. Often born as a single baby, sometimes a twin, its eyes are open and it's surprisingly well developed. It's covered in soft, pliable natal quills. Where an animal lives is just as important as how it lives. Its home provides shelter, safety, access to food. The armadillo is a creature of the warm earth, thriving across the Americas. Temperate grasslands, scrublands, dense rainforests. The key ingredient for a perfect armadillo home is soil that is soft enough to dig in. They are master excavators, using their strong legs and long claws to dig extensive burrows. These burrows are not just simple holes, they are intricate underground homes that provide a cool refuge from the midday sun. An armadillo may maintain several burrows within its territory. The porcupine, on the other hand, is a denizen of the forest. Their ideal habitat is one rich with trees. An animal's diet is the fuel that powers its life, and both the armadillo and the porcupine are expert foragers, each with its own specialized menu. The armadillo is primarily an insectivore, a creature that feeds on insects and other small invertebrates. Equipped with an exceptionally keen sense of smell, it spends much of its active time, usually at dawn and dusk, with its nose to the ground. It snuffles along, systematically searching for the scent of its next meal. Once it locates a promising spot, it uses its powerful front claws to dig with surprising speed, beetle grubs, termites, ants, worms. Its long, sticky tongue darts out to lap up these tasty morsels. The porcupine, in stark contrast, is a dedicated herbivore. Its diet changes with the seasons: tender leaves, buds, flowers. When faced with danger, every animal has a strategy for survival. For the armadillo, its primary defense is its remarkable suit of armor. This shell is not one solid piece but is made of bony plates called scutes, which are covered by a layer of keratin, the same material as our fingernails. These plates are connected by flexible bands of skin, which gives the armadillo its name. The nine-banded armadillo has, on average, 9 such bands around its midsection. This hinged design allows it a degree of flexibility that a solid shell would not. When a predator like a coyote or a hawk threatens, the armadillo's first instinct is often to flee toward the nearest dense, thorny bush or one of its burrows. Contrary to popular belief, most species of armadillo cannot roll themselves into a perfect, impenetrable ball. Only one, the 3-banded armadillo, has perfected this trick. Instead, when it cannot run to safety, it will often crouch low to the ground. The porcupine's defense strategy is honestly one of the most famous and effective in the animal kingdom. Its body is covered with a formidable coat of up to 30,000 sharp, stiff quills. These quills are actually modified hairs, each one embedded lightly in the porcupine's skin. They are not thrown or shot at attackers, instead they detach easily upon contact. When a predator gets too close and touches the porcupine, the quills are left embedded in the attacker's flesh. The tip of each quill is covered in microscopic, backward-facing barbs that make it incredibly difficult and painful to remove. The barbs cause the quill to work its way deeper into the muscle tissue with every movement. Before resorting to this painful deterrent, a porcupine will give plenty of warning. When it feels threatened, its first response is to raise its quills. It will then turn its back to the potential threat. It may also chatter its teeth and produce a strong, unpleasant odor as a further warning to stay away. This defensive system is so effective that most predators learn to leave porcupines alone after just one encounter. The social structures of the animal kingdom are as varied. Some live in vast, complex societies, while others walk a solitary path. The armadillo falls largely into the latter category. For most of the year it is solitary, preferring to forage and live alone. Each armadillo has its own home range, which may overlap with others. Encounters between adults are often brief and indifferent unless mating season. They communicate primarily through scent, leaving chemical signals about presence and reproductive status. The main exception is breeding season and raising young. A male and female will come together to mate. The male plays no role in raising offspring. The most significant social bond is between a mother and her 4 identical pups. For a few months this family unit is inseparable. The mother nurses, the mother protects, the mother teaches her young survival skills. Porcupines are generally solitary too, especially the North American porcupine. Their world is quiet contemplation, not boisterous interaction. Social encounters peak in autumn mating season. Male porcupines compete for females, sometimes engaging in fierce battles, using tails to swat with quills. In harsh winter they may tolerate one another. Several porcupines may share a winter den, such as a large rock crevice or a hollow log den shots. Beyond their armor and quills, armadillos and porcupines hide a wealth of surprising secrets and abilities that make them even more fascinating. The 9-banded armadillo has an unusual relationship with water. When it finds a small stream or puddle, it often doesn't bother swimming. Instead, it holds its breath, up to 6 minutes. Then it walks or runs along the bottom to the other side. For wider water, it gulps air into its stomach and intestines, inflating them, creating buoyancy to doggy paddle across. Female armadillos can delay implantation of a fertilized egg for months. This is called embryonic diapause. She may mate in July, implant in November, and give birth in spring. This time's birth for better survival. Porcupine quills are coated with a greasy antibiotic substance. Porcupines sometimes fall from trees and can impale themselves. The antibiotic coating may help prevent infection. It's a form of self-medication, a built-in safety net. North American porcupines have bright orange front teeth. The orange comes from iron oxide in the enamel, making the teeth very hard and durable. Their incisors grow continuously, so they must gnaw to keep them worn down. As our journey concludes the armadillo, the porcupine fully fledged adults, masters of their respective domains. The adult armadillo, now encased in its hardened shell, spends its nights patrolling its territory. It is a tireless tiller of the soil, its constant digging aerating the earth. By consuming vast quantities of ants, grubs, and termites, it helps to control insect populations. It creates homes for smaller creatures, and influences the composition of the soil beneath our feet. The adult porcupine, slow and deliberate, moves through the forest with a quiet confidence. Its life as a herbivore shapes the woodland environment. By pruning and thinning the canopy, it allows sunlight to reach the forest floor and encourages new growth. This, in turn, provides food and shelter for a host of other species. Both of these creatures, in their own unique ways, demonstrate the beauty of a life perfectly adapted to its surroundings. Their armored coats and spiny coats are symbols of nature's endless creativity. In the grand theater of the natural world, the armadillo and the porcupine are captivating performers. They remind us that there is wonder to be found in the meek and the slow,